touchdown. 7-0 ball game here. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here comes East Fairmont. Trips on the far side. Snapping the ball on the near side hash marks. Bees moving right to left. Hand off to Fantasia. Fantasia thought he might try about a jet sweep. Instead he cuts and goes off the right tackle. Gets a decent handful of yards on that run for Dominic Fantasia. In fact, the line judge liked it. He puts him at the 26. So that is a 6-yard gain, 2nd down and 4.
That was a good run by Dom there. He saw that hole. He was able to cut back and get an extra couple yards there. Because if he'd have took it outside, he probably would have had a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Right. And we do want to update you. Our YouTube feed that goes along with our radio call is now up. EFSN on YouTube. Handoff to Fantasia. Dominic, force of will, goes around the far side, dragging his tacklers and gets the first down. He gets up to the 18. You see a flag?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was pointing first down.
That's your first down. Not this.
So gain of 9.
That was a gain of 8. 8 yards for Dom. 1st and 10 from the red zone as we're now at the 18-yard line. Let's call it the 19 when we start this one.
Timeout, Philip Barbour again.
Philip Barbour needs to run another timeout. 2 timeouts in the quarter, only 1 left before halftime. It is 7-0. Philip Barbour, the Bees are threatening. Back in a moment.
At Mon Health, you are the primary focus. From allergies, chronic pains, and immunizations to sports physicals and wellness visits, our team is here for you every step of the way. Even for those, oh no, and uh-oh moments. We've got you covered with no-wait emergency care and same-day appointments. Visit monhealth.com/primary care to schedule with us today. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Simple. A word not often used to describe the home buying process. But at First Exchange Bank, we make financing your new home simple. Whether you're buying your first home, a second home, or want to build a new house, we have a mortgage that's right for you. And our friendly and knowledgeable team of mortgage lenders will be with you every step of the way. Contact your local First Exchange Bank office or apply online at firstexchangebank.com for a mortgage today. First Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 579178.
Out of the Colts timeout, East Fairmont lines up. Working out of the shotgun is Ian Crookshanks on 1st and 10 from the 19. Trying to get it up the middle, and nothing there.
They gave a couple there? Yeah, they gave him 2 yards there, didn't they?
How about that? I'll tell you, that line judge likes us over here on the near side.
We'll take it.
It is up to the 18, so a 1.5-yard gain. We'll call that 2nd down, short 8 to convert as the clock goes to 2:33 and rolling in the first. And now a whistle as
offsides.
Yeah, offsides called on Philip Barbour. Really didn't see the flag, so it got picked up quickly. And there's a break. We'll move the ball up 5 yards up to the 13. And so it is now 2nd down, a short 3. Dom Fantasia gets back on the field during the mark-off of the penalty. And the toss here on the near side to Bartholomew. Evan with the catch, and he's brought down after a short turn and run after catching the ball at the 8. So that's a 5-yard catch for Evan Bartholomew on the outside. It's East Fairmont working the near side of the field on that one. Again, we're down 7-0, but we're now inside the 10 at the 7. 1st down on that play. 1st and goal for East Fairmont. Crookshanks with the sidecar, Fantasia, trying to make it around the outside. And Dominic is spun down hard, pops back up as he's thrown out of bounds for a gain of 1. That's all we're going to manage there. 2nd and goal at the 7.
All right, the Bees are moving the ball here. I know it's a little bit of help from the penalties, but the Bees are moving the ball here. We're not going to go to score, so we're finally in the red zone. And real quick, though, we got a second here in the second quarter. Fairmont Senior AA 0, Morgantown 0.
Thank you. 24, Adrian Fleming comes on in a hurry. Handoff, or no handoff. Crookshank's a keeper, and Evan trying to follow his blockers, and he will not make the end zone, but he'll get up to the 2. So a 5-yard gain for our quarterback, and the hurry up now on 3rd down, and now as the snap occurs, 3rd and goal from the 2, flags will come out.
2 men on the field. Legal substitution.
We have been running guys in and out very late in the time between snaps, and I think Bugman's got this one.
East Fairmont timeout.
They're going to say no flag.
No, Philip Barbour.
Philip Barbour called a timeout. It is their last timeout of the half with 57 seconds to go in the first. Back in a moment.
At Pickup City, you can buy factory parts correct for your vehicle at a fraction of the cost of new. When you walk into Pickup City, knowledgeable parts professionals can provide you with factory takeoff parts for most makes and models of foreign and domestic vehicles at a fraction of the cost of the factory dealership. Inventory arrives daily, and remember, Pickup City offers free delivery to repair facilities. Family owned and operated and dedicated to saving you money for 20 years. Smart do-it-yourselfers and repair shops go to Pickup City, quarter mile off I-79 on Middletown Road.
Are you in the market for a new home but not sure where to start? At Middletown Homes, we'll help you build the highest quality custom-built home of your dreams. Building homes for over 35 years, Middletown Homes can offer an affordable turnkey building experience and an in-house service team who will get the job done right. With over 40 model homes on display and the ability to customize a home that fits your needs, we make the process simple. You provide the land and we can handle the rest. Come see us in Fairmont, Morgantown, Buchanan, or New Martinsville, or online at MiddletownHomesWV.com.
Out of the timeout, East Fairmont with a 3rd and goal at the 2. There's the snap to Crookshanks. He spins and pushes, and he's in for a Bees touchdown. Well, that'll trim the lead to 1, ending the point after. So Crookshanks from the 2 with a keeper and a Bees touchdown.
Still a Barbour player down at the end, in the end zone, too, Bill.
All right, so Colts player down. We'll have a chance here to catch up on the scoreboard a little bit. North Marion at home. They're leading Elkins 14-0. Nicholas County, Braxton County scoreless. This is the Class AA game of the week, according to AARP.
Nice.
Of which I've been a member for 20 years. Robert Byrd and Lincoln are tied at 7. Liberty and Berkeley Springs, future opponents for East Fairmont, scoreless early. Buchanan and Lewis County are 7-7. That's about all of interest except for the West Fairmont Morgantown score. Actually, Bridgeport over Preston 14-0 so far. And 0-0 Fairmont Senior in Morgantown. Albert Gallatin of PA and University High 0-0. Grafton at Hampshire 0-0. Lots of early scoreless games going on around our area. And now we will have Connor Tingler come out after the Colts got their injured man off and run a man in late. So Tingler here to kick the extra point to tie. There's the snap. Kick is up. It's true. And it's good. So with 51 seconds to go in the quarter, it is now a 7-7 game. Philip Barbour and East Fairmont. We'll be back in a moment.
At a time when state and local governments are collecting more and more of our tax dollars, West Virginia families are struggling. Inflation and big government spending programs just make matters worse. But this November, there's hope. Voting yes on Amendment 2 means more options for the state to cut our taxes. If you don't vote yes on Amendment 2, then the card tax is here to stay forever. The state has a plan to reduce our taxes, and the plan keeps our schools fully funded. Don't be fooled by the local politicians who say they need to keep your card tax money. It's time for West Virginians to unite together and say we want. Vote yes on Amendment 2. Paid for by Make West Virginia First.
And East Fairmont kicking off is taken on a reach-behind grab. Looked like it was going to go to the back receiver. The middle receiver got it and eludes about 3 of the Bees trying to tackle. Caught it back at the 15. The return is past the 40 before he's finally brought back down. Is that freshman again?
Yep.
Patrick Webster.
And then Isaiah Farrell didn't over-pursue. He stayed home, saw the opening, came back over, made a nice tackle. Sophomore. Yep, he's a sophomore. Isaiah. Good tackle. Saved the touchdown there. All right, Philip Barbour's showing some motion here with the line.
And Philip Barbour on the 1st and 10 from the 42. Nice penetration by East Fairmont, closing down the room here on the near side of the field as Philip Barbour got gummed up.
Loss of 1, or they just no gain? No gain.
Just got alerted to a Facebook post. Somebody wanted to know why none of the Marion County high school teams were on the radio. Really? 2nd down and 10. That's why you never believe what you read on Facebook unless it's East Fairmont Sports Radio's Facebook page. All right, before we get the 2nd and 10 snap, that's the end of the quarter. At the end of 1, the game that is on the radio. It is East Fairmont 7, Philip Barbour 7. Good game. We'll see you with more in a moment. Right here on the radio.
I'd like to recognize our Barbour County educators.
Moving around pain-free is an important part of life, whether you like to run or just run errands. But sometimes a knee or hip just gives out. That's when you need the orthopedic experts at Mon Health. We have the largest group of experienced orthopedic specialists and surgeons in West Virginia who are now offering same-day total joint replacements in Morgantown. Restore your independence today and get back to being you with the help of Mon Health. Visit monhealth.com/ortho. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Experts recommend home ownership as an important part of financial health. Local homeowners recommend the experience of Fairmont Federal Credit Union's lending team. Our members enjoyed local personalized service from start to finish, and we're ready to help you become a homeowner. Choose from a variety of products at competitive rates and flexible terms. Apply online today at fairmontfcu.com or schedule an appointment by phone 304-363-5320. The homeownership advantage starts at Fairmont Federal Credit Union.
Membership eligibility may apply. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Back on the air on the radio. 2nd down and 10 from the far side hash. As Philip Barbour, I should say, working the ball from their own 42. Now I'm all flustered. Handoff goes to Deshaun Webster. Webster breaks through. Flag coming from the back judge. Usually means a hold. And we'll see if this is going to come back. Now, Philip Barbour moving right to left after the change of the quarter. Holding against Philip Barbour, and that flag was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So this is coming back, or at the line of scrimmage.
Philip Barbour has 6 penalties for 50 yards so far. The Bees 1 for 10.
That is a good stat, my friend. Good stat.
And the penalty flag has not really hurt the Bees, but it's slowed their pace down a lot the last couple games. So we're staying on the right side of the flags tonight.
That penalty puts the ball back on the 32 of Philip Barbour, so it is 2nd down and 21 to convert. Out of a protected shotgun, rolls to the near side, then a pitch, and the pitch is complete as Philip Barbour pushes forward close to the marker, and we'll see if they convert on that one. That pitch went to number 40, and that's Andrew Thompson.
No, Webster. It was Webster.
You sure?
Yep, Webster.
All right.
So he got 29.
I don't know why
19 yards.
Why I'm having such trouble seeing that number tonight. 3rd down and 1. He did not convert. Handoff goes to Webster again. Webster breaks through. Webster with one man to beat on a cross route. He's in. And that is a 49-yard touchdown. Deshaun Webster. I know I'm having trouble seeing his number. He changed his jersey. no longer wearing the original number. He's up to 42 now, and Deshaun Webster just did a 49-yard run. Told you, Philip Barbour can score points. We have got to answer everything they do tonight.
Yep, they did to us last year, too, of the stadium. Basically, that last touchdown won the game there last year against them.
And now the extra point attempt. And that one is up and good by Lena Grassi. And it's, again, a 7-point lead for Philip Barbour. Now 11:06 in the half. The Colts lead this one 14-7. East Fairmont Sports Radio continues after this.
Did you ever wonder how things just happen? Like in this town, if you say tires, you think Gwin. Well, it just doesn't happen. Fairmont thinks Gwin Tire Service because for 84 years, Gwin Tire has been the fair, honest dealer when it comes to tires. Find out why Fairmont doesn't think tires without thinking Gwin Tire Service. See Gwin's for brakes, shocks, state inspections, and more. 2 locations serving you better. Fairmont Avenue and our brand new Whitehall location in the back of Middletown Commons.
My toothache's back and I'm gonna be in trouble. Called Wilson Martino and they saw me on the double. Oh, there's no need to worry. Yeah, they'll see you in a hurry. Wilson Martino will take care of you too. Wait and see.
Wilson Martino Dental. Do what girls not included.
Kickoff goes to the Bees after the Philip Barbour touchdown taken by downtown Avery Brown, and AB returns it back to the 40. And so the Bees will start there, down by a touchdown here in the second quarter, 14-7 to Philip Barbour. Both of these teams 3-2 on the year. Both of these teams at number 13 in a tie in this week's playoff ratings.
I'm wondering now, Bill, since the rain slowed down, there's no rain now, if the Bees will go that up-tempo now, since we can get Philip Barbour wore down a little bit here.
Twins on the near side, or far side. A handoff, though, on a sweep back goes nowhere as Fantasia got waddled up at the 42. So a 2-yard gain.
They've held Dom 7 carries, 23 yards so far. So Dom's getting the carries, just not the explosive yards like we've seen in other games.
But he's consistent. He can push 100 yards at this pace. We just maybe need to vary it up a little bit. There's the handoff again. Fantasia on the call. Dominic spun down at the 47. So that's a gain of 5. Actually, give him the 48, gain of 6, 3rd down and 2.
Come on, Billy, ready to use my eraser.
Hey, I'm looking at the line, Judge, buddy. He did really well earlier. Now he's got dancing feet. 3rd down and 2, Twins to the far side. The snap is from the near side hash marks. Bees wearing white on pink socks for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ian Crookshanks working out of the shotgun with a blocking back. And the throw goes up the middle and slipped from Ian. You can tell by the way he lifted his hand. Ball slipped out and bounces on the carpet in front of Alex Culp. Incomplete. So now, what do you do, Coach? 4th down and 2 at midfield.
You got to go for it here. I mean, you got to match. Philip Barbour's marching down the field on us. They're scoring. So we need to go for it here, keep the momentum going, and see if we can get it here.
Snap to Crookshanks. He's pushing for that 1st down marker. Looks like he got it. He needed 2. He'll get 3 across midfield to the Colts 49-yard line. And that is a 1st down for East Fairmont. So a nice job there by quarterback Ian Crookshanks on pushing that forward.
Yeah, Tyler Parrish was able to get a nice block and help with Buda. They were able to blow that nose tackle up, get in that extra hole to get those extra 2 yards we needed.
All right, let's see what happens here. Twins to the far side, single receiver front with a wing. And the pass will be another bubble pass out on the side. That's going to end up being a yard or 2. Completed catch to Fantasia, but that's about it. And they're going to give the defensive credit to Thompson there. Gain of 1 to the 48. I wonder if that play's just taking too long to develop. By the time Dominic catches the ball, his protection's gone, and they just smother.
And that outside linebacker's waiting there for him to catch it. He read that perfect.
So 2nd down and 9. Now the trips are here on the near side. It'll be a running play, though. Hand off to Fantasia, trying to go up the middle, still on his feet. No whistle yet as he continues forward motion, and he gets an extra 3 yards, maybe 4, from strength of will. I've used that phrase twice tonight for Dominic Fantasia. He gets up to the 40-yard line, gain of 8 on what might have been only 2 or 3, but his strong legs kept him up and kept him moving.
That, gentleman, there is why you keep your feet moving until the whistle blows. You just keep your feet moving, keep them chopping. You'll get those extra couple yards.
So 3rd down, 2 to convert. A short 2 here as the ball now on the Colt 40. There's the snap. Crookshanks will keep it. 1st down, still up, and he'll push down to the 31-yard line and a 1st down and then some. He will get 9 on that. Up to the 31.
Nickel and dime them down the field, get those yardages. Get these guys with their hands on their hips, which you're starting to see a little bit now. They threw a flag.
Flag out on the 40. Looks like it's coming back.
Okay. Holding
against East Fairmont. That must have been deep in that pile because that's right where Crookshanks was pushing through.
So we'll take that yardage off.
Yep. So the 9-yard gain is negated. It'll be brought back to midfield.
So 3rd and 12.
Yeah. 3rd down, 7:54 and rolling here in the first half. 14-7, Philip Barbour leading. Our YouTube feed, if you didn't hear me mention it a few minutes ago, up and running, along with our radio call as the soundtrack. Crookshanks takes the snap, fades back, looks near side, airs it out, it's caught and dropped. Caught at the 20-yard line by downtown Avery Brown, but Avery had those legs moving, trying to extend, trying to keep his balance, couldn't hold on to the ball.
I like the play call there.
Yep.
Hit him right in the hands. I mean, you got to have those, Bill. You got to have those.
Yeah, that was a drop from effort, not lack of effort. And so Avery Brown almost had the highlight reel tonight, but it's not to be. So on 4th down at midfield, but we need 12 to convert, we'll punt the ball. Again, our quarterback does our punting, Ian Crookshanks. High snap, Ian pulls it down, gets the punt away. A little short for Ian. He might planned it that way, try to get a bounce, but unfortunately it's going to bounce the wrong way. Bounce in favor of Philip Barbour and be down at about the 26. Ian trying to get the ball to bounce there and then take a couple more hops, and they get down inside the 20, but physics didn't work out the way the ball landed. And so they'll spot the ball on the far side hash at the 26-yard line, 1st down and 10.
I look for Philip Barbour here to go back with Deshaun Webster because he took 2 big long runs there earlier, so I'm waiting to see if they go back to him or the quarterback here.
Single receiver split out toward the left for quarterback Humphreys. Humphreys keeps it and bounces off his blocker, now tries to redirect and gets nothing. No gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. And we have more laundry?
More laundry from 20. The hold or a false start. And let's let this is our fans. Philip Barbour is out of timeouts for the remainder of the half.
Yeah, they called 3 timeouts in the first quarter. Good note there, Bugs. Boy, they're just taking forever. Place the ball. Let's go. Going to mark off the 5 yards.
False start.
On the false start.
That's 7 penalties for Philip Barbour for 55 yards, and the Bees have 2 for 20.
So from the 21-yard line now, the Colts, as they drive right to left, handoff will go to Deshaun Webster. Their Haas. Webster stacked up around the 25, tries to get a couple extra. Looks like he might have got 2 extra. after the first hit. Let's get him at the 27. That's a 6-yard gain. Second down and 9 for Philip Barbour. Clock rolling at 6:45 to go in the half. Coming up at halftime, I think we have a nice interview lined up, and we also will look at scores of interest around the state as well as get our stats from our game here fed back to you. And now we have a flag come in from the south, the flag come in from the west.
Face mask.
As the handoff went nowhere for Philip Barbour.
That was Michael Salisbury on the carry. So I think we had a face mask on the Bees. So it's going to give an automatic first down.
I'll wait for it to be official. And it is a personal foul face mask. It's an automatic first down. They'll get it by yards anyway. They only needed 9. They're going to get 15 on the penalty. And that'll move the ball to the 41.
That's kind of the same situation Dom had earlier down here in our first possession. They didn't call that one, but it's all right.
First and 10, quarterback keeper Caden Humphreys comes toward the near side. Boy, I tell you what, he's not a big guy, but he sure has the heart to let his body stay vertical as long as possible. He also depends on his blocking backs to then get behind him and kind of push him forward a little bit.
There's no height and weight list on him, but what do you think he is, about 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", maybe?
About that, about 5'8". He's back up to the 50, gain of 9. That makes it second down and 1. Plenty of time here for Philip Barbour. They do not have any more timeouts to work with here in the first half. Snap off the shoulder, handed off to Webster. Deshaun Webster gets the first down plus as he goes to the 45 of the Bees, gain of 5.
He is 2 yards away from the century point already. On 9 carries for 98 yards from Mr. Deshaun Webster.
Another set of downs here. First and 10 for Philip Barbour on the near side hash. Pitches the ball, and it is complete to number 3, Salisbury. Michael Salisbury, a senior, had some touches a couple games back when they played. Who was I watching him do really well against?
Was that
2 games back? You have their schedule?
I do right here. 2 games ago, Buckhannon Upshur.
Yep. All right, now second down and 5 after the 5-yard gain from the 40. And this call will go to Trenton Bodkins, the sophomore. Bodkins gets positive yardage, but not enough. Up to the 37, 3-yard gain. Third down and 2, clock at 4:33 and rolling here in the first half as East Fairmont trails 14-7. Handoff goes to Webster, who gets stacked up. He went deep. I think we can read that when he gets as a deep tailback. We kind of know he's getting the call, especially if the outside guards on the O-line of the Colts tighten up. Then we kind of know he's going to go up the middle, and we're able to stack it in with our linebackers, and he goes nowhere.
Lost 1.
So a loss of 1 to the 36, and now 4th and 3. And again to Deshaun Webster, tries to go right tackle, and I believe he is stopped on 4th down. Look at that. Trying to get it to their Haas twice to get short yardage, not enough. And so the Bees will take it back on down, and we'll have decent field position from our own 36-yard line.
Here's the thing now. The Bees have 3 minutes, 42 seconds on the clock. We have all 3 timeouts. They have none.
Yep.
So they can't stop this at any time now. So if I'm East Fairmont, I'm going to hurry up offense, go push it down their throat, put it in the end zone, and milk as much time as you can off the clock.
3:42 to work with 3 timeouts. That's enough time to get this game tied up before the break. Bees come out of the huddle, getting instructions from Crookshanks with 4 receivers if you count the wing on the far side. I think we got a free play. Did I hear a whistle? Crookshanks, though, a deep sack. Crookshanks couldn't get rid of the ball. Didn't have anybody blocking for him. They had everybody up to catch a pass. And no, I did not hear a whistle. So it's not a free play. It is a major sack back to the 28-yard line. And so that is an 8-yard sack. It is second down 18 now. Again, 3 receivers on the far side. Single receiver here on the near side is downtown Avery Brown. Out of the gun, Crookshanks changing the play, reading his defensive alignment, barking the orders. And there's the snap as we go under 3 minutes. Airing it out down the middle of the field. AB is overthrown by about 3 yards. So Brown tried to get there. Looked like he was supposed to catch the ball around the 43, and it got overthrown.
I'm telling you, I'd run that play again, Bill, at some point here. There's third and 18 now, so you got 2:51 left in the second quarter here. I mean, there's not much. You pass it or do you run it? And
well,
for the best.
Yeah, third and 18. You're going to have to air it out again. And the clock did stop on the incompletion. 2:51 to go. Sideways snap. Crookshanks looking back. Little dump pass. He got into trouble. It's caught successfully. And return in progress. Not a return, but a run in progress off the catch. And the catch made there was that Dom. All right, Dominic Fantasia. So Dominic was like the steam release receiver there as Crookshanks got under pressure, and he catches it, spins and runs, gets up to the 35, so it's a 7-yard gain, but it's now 4th and 11, and we'll have to punt it away. Philip Barbour will have about 2:30 to work with, but no timeouts. So you got to figure they're going to go to the air. Or they'll be happy with a 1-touchdown lead and go to halftime. They'll get the ball to start the second half.
There's our punt.
Yeah, that's a nice punt by Crookshanks. Bounced it off the 30, and then it takes a B roll down to the 22. And so that's where Philip Barbour will start the 22-yard line. They've got 2:27 and no timeouts.
So if I'm East Fairmont here, I would bring a little bit of pressure here and see if we can create a fumble or a bad snap or something here to get some momentum.
Long delay here getting the ball set. Somebody wants Johnny.
There's Johnny.
First and 10 for Philip Barbour as the Bees rush 4, handoff on the far side, and they'll get up to the 26 for a gain of only 4. Looks like maybe not illusion, but allusion to, they got 4 to maybe just being happy with a 1-touchdown lead and playing conservative here and not letting East Fairmont get the ball back.
But they get the ball to start the second half, too.
That's what they do. And now a handoff, a delayed run by Deshaun Webster. He waited for the Bees' rush to get around him and then ran right through it and gets a little bit of yardage up to the 28-yard line. Gain of 2.
That puts him over the century mark, right at 100 yards. 12 carries, 100 yards. So they ran total.
Actually, we got a correction on that. That was Ethan Floyd on the carry. Yeah.
Sorry.
No problem. That's my fault. Throw down is complete to Ethan Floyd, who got open around the 50 on the far side. Ethan Floyd, big catch and run down the far sideline. Got out of bounds to stop the clock. He's all the way down to the 37. That's a 35-yard catch and run. So Floyd, who just carried the ball, somehow got open down on the far sideline, was spotted by Caden Humphreys, and he lined it to him. First and 10. They've got 1:07 to work with. There's the snap, and we'll have a flag. Bugman says false start, so do the umpire. So does the umpire. And it's false start on Philip Barbour. That'll move him back to the 42, 1st and 15, with 1:03 to go before halftime. Coming up at halftime, I believe we got a special guest lined up. We will also have Bugman with the stats, scores from all the games we care about around the region. It's all coming up. No reason to spin the dial. First down and 15. And looking to throw. Can't get it away. Yes, sir. Fumble on the grass. And Bugman says the Bees have it. We'll see who comes up with it officially. It's going to be ruled Philip Barbour. Man. So the quarterback, Caden Humphreys, faded back, straight back into the pocket, kind of pump faked a little bit, and then looked up and saw all the Bees surrounding him, and then the ball squirted loose. Humphreys fell on it. Ball back to the 49, so that's a 7-yard sack.
So -7. That brings him down a little bit on his rushing.
Second down and 23 with 15 seconds. And Humphreys will keep the ball again, and I'll bet you anything they'll just walk off at that point. He lost 2 yards. And both teams will head to the locker room as the clock hits 0. So here at halftime in Barbour County, West Virginia. Nice hospitality shown to the crew when we got here tonight. We appreciate that. It is intermission as Philip Barbour leads East Fairmont 14-7. We'll be back with more. Actually, we'll be back with halftime because that's what we're supposed to do right now. We'll do that in a couple of moments. Stay right there.
Listen, the word is out. At Premier Body Works, the word in auto body repair is excellent. Premier gives you excellent repair from trained technicians. One customer review said the repair was finished quickly and the work was excellent. There's that word again, excellent. For excellent service on all your insurance claims, trust Premier Body Works in Monumental just past Merrickville. The word is out. Excellent. Premier Body Works, with over 30 years of excellent service to the community.
At a time when state and local governments are collecting more and more of our tax dollars, West Virginia families are struggling. Inflation and big government spending programs just make matters worse. But this November, there's hope. Voting yes on Amendment 2 means more options for the state to cut our taxes. If you don't vote yes on Amendment 2, then the card tax is here to stay forever. The state has a plan to reduce our taxes, and the plan keeps our schools fully funded. Don't be fooled by the local politicians who say they need to keep your card tax money. It's time for West Virginians to unite together and say we want all our taxes cut. A yes vote on Amendment 2 is your voice to tell the politicians. Eliminate the car tax. Vote yes on Amendment 2. Paid for by Make West Virginia First.
My toothache's back and I'm gonna be in trouble. Called Wilson Martino and they saw me on the double. Oh, there's no need to worry. Yeah, they'll see you in a hurry. Wilson Martino will take care of you too. Wait and see.
Wilson Martino Dental. Do what girls not included.
In Philippi at Philip Barbour High School, a really nice football complex they put in here a couple years back. My first time with football here at Philip Barbour. Many basketball games there. Many of them I wish to forget. Over the last couple of years, they've always been the spoiler, it seems, in our basketball program. But really nice crowd here tonight. And as well. Now, I don't know if on this, there we go, a little bit of loosey-goosey. There we go. You want to hold that? You don't do that. Just hold it pretty close.
Okay.
All right. And we have a very special guest, and that is Dr. Mary Lynn Westfall, who is the principal of East Fairmont High School. And I'm gonna do a little bit of bragging on Dr. Westfall. She is probably one of the most engaged principals with our athletic programs that I've seen in my 400 years on this planet. As, principals, it's easy to go to a home game, but we see Dr. Westfall at almost, if not all, the away games. As her busy schedule allows, she makes time especially for the varsity events, and is here supporting this team. And there's a couple things going on at the high school we want to talk about, Dr. Westfall. One of them is right around the corner, and that's homecoming. And it's just not a ball game. There's going to be a lot of events. You want to run that down?
Absolutely. You're exactly right. And thank you very much, Mr. Dunn. I appreciate your compliments very much. But, yes, we are coming up on homecoming week this week, and we've got events planned starting with a parade on Wednesday. And it'll be held at 6 o'clock down Morgantown Avenue, our traditional parade route starting up at East Park School, coming down Morgantown Avenue and ending at East Fairmont Middle School. So we sure hope we have a great support and a lot of community members out on the street and supporting our kids. And our foundation is also putting together an all-class reunion for next weekend. And I know they've had some nice turnout there, and we're hoping that we can get several alumni from East Fairmont to come to the game. And there's been some registration forms out and available for them that they can register to come to a hospitality event that night and then go to a dinner and dance on Saturday and a picnic on Sunday.
So a full weekend.
Absolutely.
We sure hope the weather holds out. Right now it looks pretty good. Maybe a tad chilly for the ball game, but just dry. We just want it to be dry.
That's okay. We can do cool and dry.
Yeah, we can do cool and dry. And so that sounds like fun. That's all coming up. Again, it starts Wednesday with the homecoming parade, and then Friday the football game. And then I think Copper House Grill is hosting something after the game. I think so. I think that's where it's at. They're one of our sponsors on our ball game, so I want to give them credit for that as well. Let's talk about the Build the Stadium project. It has been a slow go. But it seems that more and more time goes by, more and more of Marion Countyans are becoming aware of the project and aware of the need for the project. We also kicked the East West Stadium Authority in the behind a little bit, didn't we? Hey, I'm a little bit. As long as I say what's true. I mean, it was a stagnant effort for many years, and now there's efforts for both sides of the river to improve the facility. And you know what? That's great. A rising tide lifts all boats. But let's get focused on getting that new stadium at East Fairmont. And where are we at on that in terms of not so much fundraising, because that's going to come along, as we get closer and closer and people start to see that it's not a pipe dream, it's not a figment of their imaginations, that it's actually going to happen. It's going to happen with community support, and the money will start to come. Where are we, like, in the engineering aspect of things?
So you're absolutely right. We spent some time this summer organizing ourselves and figuring out what we want and how we're going to go about accomplishing this feat, because it is a huge project for us to undertake. And so our fundraising committee has been doing some work. They're the ones that started with the shirts, and I hope lots of people in our community have seen the Build a Hive shirts. We've sold about 200 of them so far, and we'll certainly have them for sale this week. We're going to have them tomorrow at the soccer game at East West Stadium. We'll also have them during homecoming week in the school store, and we will have them for sale at the game next week. So $20 for a Build the Hive T-shirt. We really appreciate all the support that we've gotten on that part of the campaign, and we've seen a lot of community support with people wearing them in the community and getting that word out. So that has been a huge help to us. As far as the planning side of it, we've been very fortunate. I have a teacher on staff. Her husband, Matt Ridgway, has been helping us out and helping us understand that engineering side, because I told him from day one, I'm an educator. I'm not a stadium builder, and so I need a lot of help with this, because it's not my forte, not what I was trained to do, but it's certainly something I want to learn about, and it's something I want to see make happen for East Fairmont and the East Fairmont community. So Mr. Ridgway has putting together for us a request for proposal to get us started with a conceptual design, and he's hoping that we can get together with the planning committee and get that out for a bid process here in the next week or so. And once that gets moving, then we get a group selected to do the bid. Then we will get a conceptual design together and present it to the board. And from there, then we just keep right on rolling and select an engineering group to do our planning for us and put everything together, and then move on to a vendor. So we have some progress.
Yeah, moving along. What's your feeling, Dr. Westfall's personal feeling about the reaction from the Board of Education to your ideas?
They have been receptive to our ideas. I know that Mr. Neptune was a guest on your show a while back, and he emphasized it.
He actually thought we were going to pay him to do that. No, I said there's no cash involved. We'll buy a Yan dog at the end of the night.
So the Board of Education, we have made a presentation to them to let them know what we're doing, what we're planning on, and we will certainly keep them informed as we move along. Hopefully continue to get support from them, and at some point we're hoping that they can help kick in a little bit, but we understand that we've got to make sure that the finances of the county are taken care of all the way around, but we certainly would appreciate anything that they're able to do to help us out with finance, with support, with anything like that.
What kind of avenue can you take for public funding? Is it something that might, and I put might in giant capital letters, might have to end up on a ballot?
That is certainly one option that's been used in the past, that it would go into something of a bond, but that would be something that the county would have to decide and look at the needs overall of all of the different schools in the county and decide what projects they would want to put on a bond. So that would be one avenue, one option that it could be examined. And you know, we know there's always needs in the schools, and we've always got different projects that we need to look at. And we certainly want our Hive project to be out in front and make sure everybody knows that we have an intention. And we certainly want to do this to bring facilities to Marion County. We can see with all of the road construction and everything, Marion County is getting set up for a nice growth. I know I went out today through the Whitehall area, and my goodness, the traffic and things like that, it was wonderful to see the people and the movement and things like that. So, you know, we want to make sure that we help position Marion County for that growth, and that we're ready to offer opportunities to the kids that will be in our community. And the more that we can open up the more facilities, then the more opportunities there's going to be for students all over Marion County. And we've got soccer teams and bands and track teams and football teams, and we want them to be able to have the resources and the time for all of the schools in Marion County. So this is something that we're hoping will open up opportunities for East Fairmont, but it will also then allow more opportunities for other schools too.
Yeah, absolutely, because a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So when you look at a community and you're going to decide to move there or open a business there and hire people, and you say, where are they going to come from? When you have a community that has a vested interest in providing excellent opportunities for young people, for elementary, middle school, and high school people, then it becomes a quality of life issue. The most important thing people worry about when they decide where to buy a house is finances. The number two thing is quality of life. And if Marion County, as we have, it looks like on the retail end, as you alluded to, with all the development in Whitehall especially, and other places, but primarily in Whitehall, then why not take that mindset and put it with educational facilities. And as you said, not only athletic facilities. You know, if we need to rebuild a school, let's rebuild a school. But let's not take 10 years to rebuild a school while we have people choose to live somewhere else. Let's get started now and get nice facilities for everybody.
And you know, Marion County's hashtag this year is United in the Pursuit. And I really think that that's something Marion County can be stronger than ever if we work together and realize that everybody's trying to do what's in the best interest of the county. And sometimes that means there's development in one area, sometimes there's development in another area, but we've all got to support each other and allow that growth to happen.
Terrific. Hey, it's great talking to you.
Hey,
officially.
Appreciate it very much.
We talk off the air a lot.
Yes, we do. It's always great time.
And anytime you need a microphone, you let me know. No, I'm serious. Anytime you need a
dangerous.
microphone. Well, you know, just keep Coach Beckman in line for me.
Will do.
He's like our shaking his head.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dunn.
Thank you, Dr. Russell. And please call me Bill. Thank you very much. All right. It's halftime in Philip Barbour, I should say. They get mad when I call him Philip. Philip Barbour leads this game 14-7. East Fairmont trailing, and we'll be back with more halftime in just a moment.
The cold winds of winter will be here soon, so don't wait. Call Jeff Stewart Heating and Cooling for a furnace system check now, before the bone-chilling nights arrive. Jeff will check your heating system, explain and repair any problems, or recommend an energy cost-saving investment in a new furnace or HVAC unit from Heil or Coleman. It's not too early to ensure your family's comfort and safety all winter long. Call honest, reliable Jeff Stewart at 304-363-0610. Jeff Stewart Heating and Cooling, serving all of North Central West Virginia.
When you take the field, take it with a strong home field advantage, the kind that Middletown Tractor has provided for over 70 years. We'll help you set up your ground game with quality John Deere equipment. Equipment that helps you win in the fields and everywhere else. Plus, our parts and service department can keep you running strong. Let Middletown Tractor be your hometown advantage with 0% financing for 84 months on all 1 Series tractors. Stop in today and make your main factor Middletown Tractor.
Check us out at MiddletownTractor.com.
Simple. A word not often used to describe the home buying process. But at First Exchange Bank, we make financing your new home simple. Whether you're buying your first home, a second home, or want to build a new house, we have a mortgage that's right for you. And our friendly and knowledgeable team of mortgage lenders will be with you every step of the way. Contact your local First Exchange Bank office or apply online at firstexchangebank.com for a mortgage today. First Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 579178.
At Pickup City, you can buy factory parts correct for your vehicle at a fraction of the cost of new. When you walk into Pickup City, knowledgeable parts professionals can provide you with factory takeoff parts for most makes and models of foreign and domestic vehicles at a fraction of the cost of the factory dealership. Inventory arrives daily, and remember, Pickup City offers free delivery to repair facilities. Family owned and operated and dedicated to saving you money for 20 years. Smart do-it-yourselfers and repair shops go to Pickup City, quarter mile off I-79 on Middletown Road.
All right, 5.5 to go here on the countdown clock at our halftime. Of course, we'll have extra time put on after that because they always put on extra time. Why don't they just put on extra time at the beginning? I don't know either. So plenty of halftime left here as the East Fairmont Bees trailing Philip Barbour 14-7. Let's go over to the bug man, Brent Cochran, for halftime stats.
Yeah, sorry, that was yawning. All right, for the Bees,
that's what she said.
Rock sheet for the Bees. Dom Fantasia, 9 carries, 37 yards. Ian Crookshank, 7 carries, 4 yards. Passing for the Bees, Ian was 6 of 11 for 53 yards. Receiving, Alex Colt, 2 for 40. Dom Fantasia, 3 for 8. And Evan Barthlow, 1 for 5. The Bees had 3 penalties for 35 yards, 1 turnover, which was on downs early in the first quarter, 94 yards of total offense for the Bees. For the Philip Barbour Colts, rushing, Deshaun Webster has 12 carries, 96 yards, 1 touchdown. Ethan Floyd, 1 carry, 2 yards. Trenton Bodkins, 1 carry, 3 yards. Quarterback Caden Humphreys, 6 carries, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. Humphreys was 2 of 4 for 40 yards in the air, 1 pick. His receivers were Salisbury, Michael Salisbury, 1 for 5, Floyd for 35. 8 penalties for Philip Barbour, 60 yards, and they have no turnovers. So they had 222 yards of total offense in the first half for Philip Barbour.
Yeah, so that yardage difference, 200 plus to less than 100, and only 1 touchdown difference on the scoreboard, that kind of shows that maybe East Fairmont defense has stepped up at key moments. In other words, because at twice they were driving pretty well and getting yardage. Say they would start at 25, 22, they would get up to around the 35, and then they could not convert and didn't try a field goal too far away for that, and we were able twice to do on 4th down to get the ball back. But we weren't back on winning the toss at the beginning of the game, and they'll get the ball first on offense. So our number 1 goal is going to be to stop them and then get the ball and get some points as this game rolls on. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and look at scores of local interest right after this.
Well, since my tooth's been hurting, I found a new place to go. They saw me in 24 hours. It's Wilson Martino. Wilson Martino, baby. Wilson Martino. You know they made me one smile. Yeah. Wilson Martino, baby. Wilson Martino. They'll give you that $1 million smile.
Wilson Martino Dental Offices. We're the We Cater to Coward guys. Elvis not included. Copper House Grill, located just off 133 Kingmont Road, Fairmont, is the place to be. Enjoy the outdoor deck and patio. Watch your favorite sports team while enjoying an ice-cold beverage and one of the many delicious entrees they offer. Wraps, hoagies, salads, wings, and more. The Copper House Grill, 1155 Airport Road, and online at copperhousegrillwv.com. Full-service catering and private banquet space is available for all occasions.
Welcome back, fans. And if you're listening on radio solely tonight, a reminder that once you get settled in your home, if you got a smart TV, go to your YouTube app and type in EFSN. You can watch the game as well as listen to the radio audio on YouTube, thanks to our great production team led by John Bowman and supported by our athletic department and our AD, Coach James Beckman. Scores of local interest. The Fairmont Senior Polar Bears playing up in AAA Morgantown tonight, and the Mohegans lead that game 7-0. North Marion ahead of Elkins 14-0 at this point of the evening. Nicholas County and Braxton County are 0-0. Robert Byrd and Lincoln. Lincoln is holding a slim lead, 17-14 over RCB. Lincoln comes into the week with a ranking of 15, so that's a must-win for them against Robert Byrd, a county rivalry going on there. We'll see Liberty and Berkeley Springs soon as East Fairmont upcoming opponents, but right now they're playing each other over in the Panhandle. That game is scoreless. Lewis County playing up at Buchanan Upshur. Actually, that game is in Weston. Lewis County leads 21-14. And let's flip the card over and see, besides the Fairmont Senior Morgantown game, Morgantown 7-0, what's going on in AAA around the area. Bridgeport and Preston. Bridgeport leading that game 35-7. John Marshall ahead of Kaiser 21-14. Kaiser number 11 in AAA, or in AA, playing up at John Marshall. University ahead of Albert Gallatin of Pennsylvania 14-0. Grafton playing up at Hampshire. No score reported yet on that game. And so that's about all the AAA stuff of interest as we turn the machine to single A. See if anybody in our area is up. Yep, Doddridge County ahead of Gilmer County 14-0 right now. Valley Wetzel and Cameron scoreless. Cameron undefeated, 6-0 in the year. Valley Wetzel unrated, holding Cameron scoreless early in that game. South Harrison, number 16, a bubble team right now, playing at Ritchie County, 14 apiece. Tied up. Tyler Consolidated at Buffalo, that's a 0-0 score. 100 at Payton City, also scoreless. And Trinity of Morgantown hosting St. John's Prep. That game has been ruled a forfeit as Trinity forfeits to St. John's Prep. What do you know about that? Here in Philippi, it is 14-7. Philip Barbour leading East Fairmont, second half. On the way next.
The East Fairmont High Foundation is your school's nonprofit organization that provides student scholarships, teacher enhancements, and more. Founded in 1991, the foundation has raised over $1 million in support of students and teachers. Now, the foundation is supporting the East Fairmont Stadium project. A new football stadium on campus will help all of Marion County by making the East attendance area attractive for growth. Visit East Fairmont Stadium Project on Facebook for information. This message is sponsored by McCutcheon Heating and Cooling.
Experts recommend home ownership as an important part of financial health. Local homeowners recommend the experience of Fairmont Federal Credit Union's lending team. Our members enjoy local personalized service from start to finish, and we're ready to help you become a homeowner. Choose from a variety of products at competitive rates and flexible terms. Apply online today at FairmontFCU.com or schedule an appointment by phone 304-363-5320. The homeownership advantage starts at Fairmont Federal Credit Union.
Membership eligibility may apply. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
All All right, we're back here in the press box at Philip Barbour High School. And one more time, a shout-out to the staff here at PB for their kindness in getting us set up. I always enjoy coming down and calling a game here. I mentioned earlier my first time at this new field. I've been in the basketball gymnasium quite a bit, and just always just really nice people here at the school. So if Philip Barbour gets to do something fun in the playoffs this year, it couldn't happen to a bunch of nicer people unless it's us. All right, we're set to go, and we will kick off to Philip Barbour as we start the third quarter of action here on the road in Barbour County. Kick is up and away and caught at the 11-yard line. Philip Barbour trying to run the ball back the near side of the field, breaking through and getting across midfield is Patrick Webster, a freshman who's going to be somebody to watch in the future, getting most of his yards today on special teams, but he's doing an excellent job for Philip Barbour. Rings the ball back about 35 yards to the 44-yard line. That's where things will start.
Are they brothers, Bill? Do you know? The Webster?
They're brothers. They're brothers.
Oh, wow. So we have to do with him for a couple more years?
Yeah. Just wait. We're going to be doing Webster for a long time here at Philip Barbour. Got confirmation from the PA announce booth next door. They are brothers. First down and 10 from the near side hash. Handoff goes to Deshaun Webster. Off right tackle, stays up, and he'll be tackled at the 40 for a gain of 4. Second down and 6. Along with the Bugman, Brent Cochran, I'm Bill Dunn. Big thanks to our YouTube video crew, captained by John Bowman, supported by Athletic Director James Beckman, and our principal, Dr. Westfall, in getting that done. Nice job there by East Fairmont getting penetration in for a behind-the-line of scrimmage tackle, Gage Dean, doing the work. As they said, they see Evan Helm?
Hambone, Evan Helm.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. We saw Evan Helm and Gage Dean then, because I plainly saw Gage. But Evan Helm is also getting a tackle credit, and that loss of yardage back to the 44. So it is now 3rd and 10 once again.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir. High snap, pulled down by Humphreys. Humphreys running through traffic, running with abandon, breaks through our linebackers. He's into the secondary, and look at that. The diminutive junior quarterback for Philip Barbour gets a 44-yard touchdown.
That was a heck of a run. He was clogged up in the middle, then it opened up, he found a little crease, and then he took it right to the house.
Great job for that Philip Barbour player, the quarterback, Caden Humphreys, getting through the linebacking core. Kick up and good. So they did the right thing, getting that ball to start the second half when they deferred on the coin toss to open things up. 10.5 to go, third quarter. Now, East Fairmont got to get something rolling. We're down 21-7. We'll be back.
At a time when state and local governments are collecting more and more of our tax dollars, West Virginia families are struggling. Inflation and big government spending programs just make matters worse. But this November, there's hope. Voting yes on Amendment 2 means more options for the state to cut our taxes. If you don't vote yes on Amendment 2, then the card tax is here to stay forever. The state has a plan to reduce our taxes, and the plan keeps our schools fully funded. Don't be fooled by the local politicians who say they need to keep your card tax money. It's time for West Virginians to unite together and say we want all our taxes cut. A yes vote on Amendment 2 is your voice to tell the politicians. Eliminate the car tax. Vote yes on Amendment 2. Paid for by Make West Virginia First.
Philip Barbour short kickoff after the touchdown will go out of bounds, so the Bees will start the drive at the 35. Well, Bugs, tell us about that drive.
That quarterback, they started with a good run. They had a penalty, got back, got it back up to the original line of original line of scrimmage. Then all of a sudden, that quarterback just read that seam. Hole wasn't there. His line made something happen. As little as he is, found a little seam there and took it to the house. So now B's down 2 touchdowns. We got to put something together just like Philip Barbour did back quick.
Going to spot the ball at the 39-yard line. It went out before the 35. That's why we get it at the 39. Handoff to Dom. Fantasia left tackle run up to the 43 for a gain of 4. Brings up second down and 6 for East Fairmont.
I think the Bees here need to go the up-tempo. We need to take some shots down the field. Yeah, we missed 2, but I think we need to take some more.
Fantasia again on the run, and we cannot get that corner shaved off over there. He tries to go around the outside left, and that's where he gets stomped. And a Philip Barbour player slow getting up, and his teammate comes over and gives him a pull. Let's see where the spot is here, Chief, at the 46. Gain of 3 for Fantasia. Better run than I thought. 3rd down and 3. Twins to the near side for Crookshanks and the Bees. Crookshanks looks over now to the Bees bench. Surveys the defensive alignment, rushing 4 now with 4 strong linebackers. And the throw to the right side, broken up on the far side with a legal clean hit from behind, and the drop pass. Pass intended for Hoyt Michael.
I'm sorry, Bill. Here's the thing. Philip Barbour's not put themselves in a lot of 3rd and longs and 3rd and shorts. They're not 3 and out. We've been 3 and out quite a bit tonight.
On 4th down at this point of the game, near midfield, we're going for it.
You have to here.
Yes, Twins to the near side. Hoyt Michael, the single receiver on the far left. Blocking back Fantasia. He'll take the handoff. No, it's a fake handoff to Dominic. Crookshanks will keep it, push forward, and not convert. He'll be 2 yards short up to the 48. So East Fairmont cannot convert the 4th down. And Philip Barbour will get it back at midfield. They'll have it at the B 48-yard line. It feels like the temperature just fell about 10 degrees.
It does. According to my phone, it says it's 50 degrees out. I think it's a little chillier than that. Should we shut the window, Bill? I mean, I don't want to.
You have the window. What? Shut the window. No wonder it feels like the temperature.
I don't want to be. I'm okay.
You're okay. Kenny Logan. All right, handoff goes to Deshaun Webster. Webster pushes through the middle. He'll get up to the 37-yard line. That's a 1st down. Gain of 11, yeah. 1st down for Philip Barbour, and the Bees have got to get the ball back. 9 minutes to go, 3rd quarter, down by 2 touchdowns here at 21-7. And a high snap, ball hits the rug, rolling, still out, and that might go to East. It looked like Philippi got a hand around it, but coming out with the football is Rocket Nichols. And East Fairmont will get the fumble.
We missed it at first, then Philip Barbour went down to get it. It fumbles out of his hands, and there, boom, there's Rocket.
Well, Rocket picked his pocket at the end. That's not a stupid rhyme, but he did. The Philip Barbour player had it in the crook of his arm, and Rocket just took it away. With no whistle. You played at the whistle. Wasn't down yet.
So that's Philip Barbour's 1st turnover of the game. 3rd turnover of the night. 2 on ours for change of possession, turnover on downs, and then Philip Barbour's fumble there.
All right, we'll get the ball at our own 48-yard line. 1st down and 10. Here we go. East Fairmont down by 14 here in the 3rd quarter. Handoff to Fantasia. He'll dance, then cut forward across midfield to the 46. And that'll be a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
I'm not saying the Bees need to abandon the run, but I think what we need to do is take some shots down the field. Time's running now. We're down 2 touchdowns. We need to take some shots down the field, in my opinion.
Well, trips have lined up on the far side. Let's see if they're reading your mind. Nope, Fantasia the call, and he's tripped up. He'll lose 4 yards. Back to midfield at the 50-yard line. 3rd down and 8.
So now we have to throw it.
And now we're just telegraphing what we have to do when we don't give ourselves any options.
I mean, Philip Barbour's doing a good job of keeping us in third down situations.
Colts back to a 3-man rush, and now one of the linebackers will sneak in. Long back by Ian. He'll unload it, and it's incomplete. Threw it into traffic. Contact down there, but everybody's definitely looking at the ball, so no flags come out. And now it is 4th and 8 at midfield, and you would figure we will go forward again and depend on our defense to get the ball back if we cannot convert. I think now what you got to run here is a cross screen.
Good button.
I think what you need to do here is punt. I'm not seeing any confidence now. We went for it last time. Now we're going to punt it away.
Roughing the punter?
Maybe.
They didn't call it.
And it is a nice punt by Ian, almost down inside the 10, but it goes into the end zone for a touchdown, or a touchback. And that ball will be at the 20. Got to keep my rules right of high school.
Coach Eccles out there questioning that. One that would have either roughing or running. If you get running in, you get an automatic first down. It's 5-yard pace. We got a first down. Roughing gives automatic. So he's questioning why it wasn't either called roughing or running.
Yeah, Coach Eccles still out on the rug talking to the umpire about why that wasn't a penalty against Philip Barbour for running into our kicker. I mean, you don't get that kind of height on a punt unless you've already punted it without any kind of contact. So the punt was away when he got blasted. Well, here comes Philip Barbour from their own 20. First down. They try a sweep around the outside.
Lost one, I believe.
And it'll be a loss of 1. Thank you, Bugs, to the 19. 2nd down at 11. Clock turning, 7:11 to go. In the 3rd, 21-7. East Fairmont trailing the Colts. Both of these teams 3-2. Both of them ranked number 13 this week in the playoff race. This is a must-win game for both teams. And the handoff to the side back. That is Bodkins, the sophomore. Gets up to the 20, gets a yard out of that one. It's 3rd down, I should say, 10 yards to go. So now the Bees defense showing that they're not giving up on getting good field position and getting the ball back. Quarterback will keep it. He's been successful at this. Not this time, at least in terms of first down yardage. It'll get up to the 27. So 4th and 3 here for Philip Barbour.
So it looks like they're going to punt. This is their first punt. Second punt of the game or first?
Second punt.
Okay.
Second punt of the game here for the Colts. And it's a fake punt as they try to intercept the snap back to the punter and then push it forward. They did intercept it. They did push it forward, but missed it by a yard. So we will now get the ball inside the 30-yard line.
I don't like that call by Philip Barbour.
Well, that's dangerous. They could have punted that ball away. Maybe they just don't. I think the 2 kickoffs or 3 kickoffs and the punt went astray. So they must not have very much confidence in their kicking game.
So why are you using the Bees with the ball at the 27-yard line with a chance to score here and get us within a one-touchdown game?
1st and 10, East Fairmont, the best chance in field position that we've had this half. 5:45 in the third. Crookshanks throwing down to the left corner. Incomplete. Overthrew the intended receiver.
Evan Barbour was there.
Second down and 10.
Second down and 10. Clock stopping, 5:39 in the third. This has been a quick quarter so far.
Yeah, Ian is 6 of 14 right now. He's missed his last 3 passes, so let's see if we get him rolling here now.
Twins on either side. Running play instead to Fantasia, nothing. 1 yard gain, if that. Nope, 2 yard loss. Thought maybe they give him forward motion, not there. Back to the 29, now 3rd down and 11.
So here we are, the Bees back in 3rd and long.
Twins to the far side. Crookshanks throwing that way. Wide open receiver, overthrown again down to the left corner. Got open. Who was that? Intention.
Was that Barbour again?
Might have been, and he got open too.
That was Evan.
So Evan Bartholow gets open. No one near him, but the ball not catchable. 4th down and long. We'll go for it from the Colt 29-yard line. Off the shoulder on the snap. Rope thrown toward the near sideline. Overthrown. Downtown Avery Brown, the intended receiver, will turn the ball back over in what is becoming an ugly football game for both sides. Ball will be on the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for Philip Barbour.
All right, defense, we need you to step up here. A lot of these kids are playing both ways, so they're not getting off that field, getting a lot of breaths here. So are we going to start to see a little bit of rotation here to keep these guys fresh, or we're just going to roll with what we got here and see what happens?
Well, at this point, down by 2 touchdowns with 5 minutes to go in the third, you're not in panic mode yet, but you cannot let them score again.
No.
And definitely not from a starting position of their own 29. Philip Barbour, look at that tight lineup. They give the ball to Deshaun Webster, their gun. Deshaun takes off, breaks a tackle, gets now the ball loose. I think it went out of bounds, which means Philip Barbour will retain it.
Had the first down, fumbled it, lost it, didn't get the first down, so it's a 9-yard gain.
Right. They won't give him the first down if he fumbles the ball before the play ends. So he did get the first down and then dropped the ball. It went behind him and then went out of bounds. And the flag went down on that. They're going to call illegal use of the hands on Philip Barbour. And that flag back around the 33. So we'll definitely take the penalty, as that will put the ball behind the line of scrimmage. And the new line of scrimmage will be the 27, and it will be 1st down and 15 instead of 2nd down and 3. High snap, shovel pass away, nothing there. That was over to Michael Salisbury, senior back. Salisbury was surrounded for another loss, a loss of 7 back to the 20.
Yeah, that play didn't go very well for... No, he was 7.
2nd down and 17. And quarterback is sacked as Caden Humphreys, the QB for the Colts, was looking to go down the far sideline. Nobody got empty, and then we surround him and plant him for a major sack. at the 15, 5-yard loss.
I think that's really...
No, I'm sorry. Yes, the 15, 5-yard loss.
I believe that's the first time we've sacked them tonight.
Yeah. 24 yards to convert here on third down. Handoff goes to Deshaun Webster, who puts his head down and gets barely 1 or 2. Different kind of call on third and long. And gets nothing. Ball on the 15-yard line. Fourth down and 20. I'll tell you what, longer than that. Fourth down, the scoreboard says 20. Fourth down and 23. Yes, sir.
This is for a sloppy third quarter. The clock's moving fairly well.
Yeah.
This has been real sloppy football, both sides.
Punt is away, taken by the Bees at the 45 of Philip Barbour by Alex Culp. He'll run it into his own bench, out of bounds, around the 30. And so the Bees again will start an offensive drive in super-duper field position.
All right, Bees.
Clock down to 2:55 in the third. As the ball spotted on the 32. First and 10 for East Fairmont. I'm Bill Dunn. He's the bug man, Brent Cochran. We're on YouTube tonight on East Fairmont Sports Network, EFSN. We're on radio at 94 Rock, 94.3 FM, and the 94 Rock app.
All right, I'm the Bees here. I'm throwing the ball on first down.
Crookshanks with a single back. Dominic Fantasia, he gets the call. Dominic Fantasia, helmet-to-helmet contact on the tackle, and no flags come out.
No gain, stopped by Deshaun Webster.
Wow. No gain, second down and 10.
Okay, that was a heck of a hit he took.
Second down and 10, 2:24 and rolling. There's the snap as Crookshanks works out of the gun, airs it out, tries to find that corner. Yep, he does. Bees touchdown on a 32-yard pass into the opposite corner. Pass complete. Is it Bartholomew? Yeah, Evan Bartholomew catches it. So we try to get that pass to him multiple times in this quarter. It works that time, and the Bees edge a little bit closer here. And we have a point after coming, a kick attempt by Connor Tingler. Tingler ready for it. Crookshanks will hold. There's the snap, the placement, and the kick is up and good. All right, 2:09 to go in the third as the Bees get back within a touchdown. It's Philip Barbour 21, East Fairmont 14. Back in a moment.
Listen, the word is out. At Premier Body Works, the word in auto body repair is excellent. Premier gives you excellent repair from trained technicians. One customer review said the repair was finished quickly and the work was excellent. There's that word again, excellent. For excellent service on all your insurance claims, trust Premier Body Works in Monumental just past Barrackville. The word is out. Excellent. Premier Body Works, with over 30 years of excellent service to the community.
For the best food in town, take a trip to the good old days at DJ's 50s and 60s Diner right off the Kingmont exit near Fairmont. Everything at DJ's is homemade and delicious. Breakfast served all day, lunch and dinner specials, and dozens of menu choices. Try the best hot roast beef sandwich you've ever had, or a burger and fries, hoagies, and lots more. Leave room for the homemade desserts and old-fashioned floats, shakes, sundaes, and banana splits. DJ's 50s and 60s Diner, Airport Road, East Fairmont.
East Fairmont kicking off after the Bees touchdown. Kickoff taken by the Colts at the 15-yard line. Return in progress. Bees are swarming, finally brought down around the 16-yard line for Philippi.
Oh, check and make sure there's no laundry on the...
For Philip Barbour, I've lost my roster. For Philip Barbour, I think it was Caden Humphreys.
Yeah.
The return. Yep, the quarterback.
There you go, sir.
Oh, thanks. That's only half of it.
No, it's on the back.
Oh, it's on the back.
Yeah, I do it.
Man.
I can save my boss paper at work.
One of those tree huggers.
I can save paper at work from the boss. So, hope he's not listening. I do use some of his paper today.
Oh, all right. But it had bugs on it.
Bed bugs on it. We're good. No bed bugs, though, Bill.
No bed bugs. From the 17-yard line, here comes Philip Barbour starting their drive. Hand off to Deshaun Webster as he dances around off the right tackle side. And he is brought down after a short yardage gain up to the 21. Gain of 4. And we do have a penalty, I believe. Yep. Penalty flag against Philip Barbour. Going to call a holding call. Not sure where the flag went down. It's been picked up already. Let's see how far back they go. The original line of scrimmage, the 17, gone up to the 21 on the play. And it must have been right at the end because they're going to take it back to the 11. So now it is a replay of first down. It's first and 16. Twins to the near side. Fading back, Humphreys throws a bubble straight ahead. Caught by Deshaun Webster. Webster motoring toward the near sideline. Dances away from the chalk. Then gets into the middle of the field. Nice catch and run by their tailback, Deshaun Webster. Up to the 38-yard line. That's 27 yards on the catch and dance. First down for PB. And it's a $1:28 to go. 1:28 in the third. East Fairmont trailing Philip Barbour 21-14.
Well, that changes things, doesn't it, Bill?
Well, you still got the ball.
No, I mean, on that possession, you had them 10 deep.
And now we're marching it further, it looks like.
Another penalty on the Bees?
It has to be a personal foul penalty on East Fairmont. Because they're going to move it 15 yards from the end of the play across midfield to the 47.
That changes things there now.
Yeah, that's a 15-yard mark-off from the end of the run. So first down and 10 as Philip Barbour crosses midfield. Humphreys gives the ball to Webster. This is Floyd, I should say. We'll make sure when he gets up. Ethan Floyd carries the mail. He gets up to the 45, gain of 2, second down and 8.
Though, them and the quarterback appear to be about the same size, aren't they?
I think number one might be the running back might be a bit smaller. There's the snap, high snap for Humphreys. He handles it. It's a design quarterback sweep, and he gets brought down, and here comes flag. Face mask, says the bug man. So he got nothing on the run, and the penalty should go on East here on a face mask. So that will tack on 15 from the end of the play. That's a major gain here on penalty. Should be around the 30-yard line of East Fairmont as Philip Barbour marches closer to the end zone.
We had a big stop here by our D. Yeah, 37 seconds up here in the third. The game's not out of reach yet. We're still in this thing, but we
can't. One touchdown game, Buzz.
So I'm saying we can't have any more of these penalties like this.
Oh, no.
To give them free yardage.
You've given them 30 yards on this drive. First and 10 from R32. Floyd again on the carry, and he will get up to the 28, 4-yard gain. Second down, a long 6. Third quarter is going to wrap up with only 8 seconds left. Both teams will exit the field, and that's the end of 3. Hang on, East Fairmont trailing here as Philip Barbour leads the Bees 21-14. We'll be back in a moment.
At Mon Mon Health, you are the primary focus. From allergies, chronic pains, and immunizations to sports physicals and wellness visits, our team is here for you every step of the way. Even for those, oh no, and moments. We've got you covered with no wait emergency care and same-day appointments. Visit monhealth.com/primary care to schedule with us today. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
Simple. A word not often used to describe the home buying process. But at First Exchange Bank, we make financing your new home simple. Whether you're buying your first home, a second home, or want to build a new house, we have a mortgage that's right for you. And our friendly and knowledgeable team of mortgage lenders will be with you every step of the way. Contact your local First Exchange Bank office or apply online at firstexchangebank.com for a mortgage today. First Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 579178.
Switching sides and getting ready for the fourth quarter with Brent Cocker and I'm Bill Dunn. Live coverage of East Fairmont varsity sports on 94 Rock, 94.3 FM, the 94 Rock Fairmont app, on 94.3.rocks, and as part of your YouTube coverage on East Fairmont Sports Network. North Marion beating the GBs out of Elkins 37-0. Morgantown leads Fairmont Senior 14-0. Second down and 7 as we're underway in Philip D, West Virginia. Philip Barbour runs the ball to Sean Webster and gets a yard up to the 28, and that'll be third down and 6.
I would have a big stop here by our D. I'm assuming from where they are, if Phil Barr doesn't get it here, they'll probably go for it on fourth down, because I don't even see their kicker warming up yet, so I guess they probably go for it.
Third down and a handful here for the Colts. Near side hash marks. Out of the gun is Humphreys. Humphreys gets sacked. He had to get back to try to get a pass down to the opposite way. He's going to try to throw right to left and could not get anybody open. The Bees very adroitly get in there and make the tackle.
Caleb Spencer with a sack.
Yeah, Caleb Spencer, we talked about him in the pregame show. Doesn't start defensively, but gets a lot of touches, gets a lot of tackles. Actually, they have him listed today as a starting defensive lineman, so my apologies to Caleb as he is getting the start today. All right, we got him on the big sack, knocked him back, 4th and 15, and they'll do a short punt, and that is picked up by the Bees and a delayed whistle.
He muffed it and then took off with it. You can't advance it on a muff.
All right, back at the 13 is the initial touch. And so the Bees will have it there.
All right, Bill, you got 10:26 left.
Plenty of time.
I said we continue on the ground.
Can't.
Or we just
can't. There's been no ground game that has worked. No ground activity that the Bees have worked. Now, if you want to try to do something different, you want to get Fantasia and Nick Odell involved, and then Culp and do a little misdirection in the backfield. Only a single back, though, and it is given to Fantasia. Dominic up the middle, and he'll get up to the 17. Gain of 4, second down and 6. Now, if you can get 4, 4, and 4 the whole way up the field, that's great.
Great, yeah.
But we got to get him.
We haven't seen Alex Culp getting action here for the whole third quarter. We haven't seen him since early in the second quarter.
Yeah, some incomplete passes thrown to Alex earlier in the game. Haven't seen much of him since. Single receivers either way for Crookshanks. Another call to Fantasia. And again, it is, well, I tell you what, if this near line judge is right, Dominic really got a good spot there of 2 yards, because it looked like he didn't get anything. They're going to give him 2 to the 19. So third down and 4 to convert here. I think this is a big third down play. At this point of the field, we've got to move the chains.
Yep.
On third down. We have trips to the near side, single receiver right side. Ian has to move his head around a little bit, too. Quit staring the way you're throwing the whole time. Now he eludes pursuit, then dumps it off. Ball batted in the air, falls incomplete. That's one thing I meant to mention before. We got distracted with some other stuff, is that a lot of these times we've got twins and trips on one side of the ball. When Ian fades back, he's looking at those kids, that 2 or 3 lineup on the side, and that's where he's throwing the ball. He's kind of telegraphing it with his eyes a little bit.
Yep. He's reading. The defense is reading where he's going with the ball.
Got to pivot that head a little bit more. We're going to punt it now on 4th and short, as Cruikshanks can punt. There's no doubt about it. Ian can do many great things, and one of the little we're going to.
Yep. And we'll also use our timeout at that point. So we hope our defense here come up with a big stop, force a fumble, get them in some 3rd and longs like they've done us. Those are things that we need to do now that they've done to us. I mean, we only had 1 touchdown scored in the second half. No, 2 touchdowns. We scored 1.
Right. Oh, you mean overall?
Yeah, overall,
2 touchdowns overall. It's a quick 3rd quarter. Handoff, as we talked about, they're going to methodically move the ball if they can and burn clock. That'll get up to just the 13, a deep back handoff, so it'll end up being a loss of 2. The tailback got positive yardage after the handoff, but a deep handoff, so a loss of 2, 2nd down and 12. These Fairmont fans around the world catching us on YouTube and on our web stream feed on audio. Long snap count. Dish off, a screen to the near side, complete. Salisbury, the senior back, gets the catch, and we'll get up to the 20. 3rd down, 5 to convert. It's a gain of 7 on that catch. Clock down to 7:43. Bees are down by a touchdown. In a back-and-forth battle here in Barbour.
Well, we got to talk about it.
They're going to wave it off. Wow. Oh, well. Not really sure if you see something, throw the flag, right?
Well, we had this conversation coming down the road.
And then to get it waved off, it's like, now you're going to have officials timeout.
Oh, Shane's asking what's going on.
Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. If you see a false start, you throw a flag, you can't have another official come over and say, no, that wasn't a false start, and wave it off. At least you shouldn't be able to. Hey, fans, don't forget, next week we will be back at the friendly confines of East West Stadium as it's homecoming week, and we'll take on the Liberty Mountaineers. Radio and YouTube coverage will start at 6:45, along with the internet streams on audio. That'll be next Friday night. It'll be the middle game of a big weekend of football. WVU and Baylor on Thursday night here on 94 Rock. High school Friday night, and the Steelers on Sunday. Tom Brady coming to town. Pitch over to Deshaun on the side, Deshaun Webster, and he gets the first down as he skates along the far sideline and stays in.
Oh, they're saying fumble.
Yeah, looks like maybe the ball didn't get out of bounds. He dropped it. And let's see how they rule here. Looks like it's going to stay with Philip Barbour.
So still got the rush on first down. So
now they're still talking. If they keep it with Philip Barbour, it gets up to the 30 for a 10-yard gain.
We're going to write this down yet to see what they're doing. East Fairmont was celebrating like they had like there was a fumble and they got it. Did the whistle blow prior to that or not? We don't know. It was hard to see over there because seems like there's about 15 people over there.
Deshaun Webster got the call, and he was cutting and then dancing along the far sideline, trying to keep his feet on the right side of the chalk, and then there was a convergence of both teams around him, and someone indicated fumble. One of the players was jumping around, and the ball then was taken away, spotted at the 30-yard line, but outside the hash marks, which means it's not an official spot yet. As all four of the referees are discussing it. They're going to roll it a fumble, and East Fairmont will get the possession at the Philip Barbour 30-yard line. Never doubt a jumping lineman. He was celebrating, he was our lineman, and he got it right. Let's call it the 31. So our drive starts from the Philip Barbour 31-yard line, 21-14. Philip Barbour with a one-touchdown lead. And now East Fairmont in their best position of this quarter, maybe this half. Twins come to the near side. Twins to the far side, both of the outside. I take that back. One of our receivers on either side set back. And now we have more conversations going on in the middle of the field. I think the umpire had to come over and talk to the Philip Barbour coaching staff about why they ruled it a lost fumble, and that's their right to know. And so now we're ready to go as the whistle indicates play ball. Man in motion for the Bees. Hoyt Michael goes left to right. Now we got trips on the far side. There's the snap. Fading back is Crookshanks. She'll uncork it into the corner. It's a catch. It's a touchdown. Caught the ball at the 1 and fell across the goal line. Catch made for East Fairmont by Mr. AC, Alex Culp.
Is that Culp?
Yep. So Alex on the catch. And the Bees now with an extra point away from tying this up. In a battle here with teams so alike this year. 3-2 records, tied for 13 in the state. There's the snap, the placement up, and good.
They missed it.
No, it's not good. It's wide left. Well, isn't this interesting? 6:53 to go in the game. A missed extra point from Mr. Dependable, Connor Tingler. And we'll go to break with Philip Barbour still leading 21-20. Back in a moment.
The cold winds of winter will be here soon, so don't wait. Call Jeff Stewart Heating and Cooling for a furnace system check now, before the bone-chilling nights arrive. Jeff will check your heating system, explain and repair any problems, or recommend an energy cost-saving investment in a new furnace or HVAC unit from Heil or Coleman. It's not too early to ensure your family's comfort and safety all winter long. Call honest, reliable Jeff Stewart at 304-363-0610. Jeff Stewart Heating and Cooling, serving all of North Central West Virginia.
Simple. A word not often used to describe the home buying process. But at First Exchange Bank, we make financing your new home simple. Whether you're buying your first home, a second home, or want to build a new house, we have a mortgage that's right for you. And our friendly and knowledgeable team of mortgage lenders will be with you every step of the way. Contact your local First Exchange Bank office or apply online at firstexchangebank.com for a mortgage today. First Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS number 579178.
After the touchdown and the missed PAT, East Fairmont will kick off down by a point. And the kickoff taken by Philip Barbour around the 13. Return in progress, stifled at the 20. That's where Philip Barbour will start. as the clock down to 6:47. But, man, the clock is not going to be our friend.
No, especially the way Philip Barbour was able to move the ball. So, we got fortunate there to get the turnover again. So now our defense needs to step it up here. We're down 1 with 6:47 to go. It's going to be a big stop by our D. Give us some good field position here, and let's push it back in again. So I'm wanting to see what Philip Barbour does now. They stay conservative, or are they going to try to throw some balls now?
Either way, they're going to burn clock. That's what their goal is going to be. 1st and 10, hand off to the sidecar to Sean Webster, I believe, as he spins around. Yep, Webster will get up to the 26. That's a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6 here for Philip Barbour. Pretty nice crowd here tonight. The layout here at Philip Barbour Stadium is both sides, kind of like East West Stadium, both sides sit on the same side. So the stands are mighty full with fans from both teams. Handoff again for Philip Barbour, this time left tackle. As Ethan Floyd, the second back, a senior here at the school, gets up to the 28, gain of 2, 3rd down and 4. Big 3rd down here now for Philip Barbour, as they are not in 4-down territory.
No. So our linebackers got to stay at home. I like to see us get some pressure on this guy.
There's the handoff up the middle as Deshaun Webster gets the 1st down and then some. Not going to be close. Finally brought down around the 36. That kid's strong. Took 4 Bs with him. Tackle credit for East Fairmont, Gage Dean. And we have a player down, a Philip Barbour player here on the near side. And so they will attend to him, and I'm not sure where the ball spot was. They're holding the ball, but it is a 1st down. Let's check scores from around the league. That's my old newsreel.
Okay, they got the ball in the 37, Bill.
Okay, 37-yard line marker, which makes that a 9-yard play. North Marion ahead of Elkins 37-0 tonight. All these games still in progress, unless I say differently. Nicholas County, Braxton County, 0-0.
Huh. What quarter is that game in, Bill?
Halftime. Lincoln ahead of RCB, 17-14. Berkeley Springs now ahead of Liberty Harrison. First score of the game, a field goal. Berkeley Springs, 3-0. We play Liberty next week. We play Berkeley Springs 1. Brook and Oak Glen are stayed on the Fairmont Senior game. First off, though, Bridgeport destroying Preston 55-13. Bridgeport will go to 6-1, while Preston remains scoreless. John Marshall, AAA, hosting AA Kaiser. Marshall has the lead 24-14. No change in the score with Fairmont Senior. Now in the 4th quarter, Morgantown ahead of Fairmont Senior 14-0. Fairmont Senior loses that game. They'll drop to 4-3 on the season. University ahead 24-8 over Albert Gallatin of Pennsylvania. Grafton playing up at Hampshire. The Bearcats are leading 14-7. Grafton having a rough year this year, but not in Hampshire. And Hampshire's played some tough games this year. All right, they have. Flip over to Single A. Doddridge County, number 3 team in the state, Single A, destroying Gilmer County 42-0 tonight. Valley Wetzel and Cameron still reporting in at 0-0. Same with Tyler Consolidated and Buffalo, scoreless. And Trinity of Morgantown has forfeited their game to St. John's Prep. I believe a football forfeit is 1-0, if I remember my rules right.
Yeah.
Final score. Our Philip Barbour player is still down, so we'll step out 5:28 to go in the contest. Injury timeout with East Fairmont trailing the Colts 21-0. We'll be back.
When you take the field, take it with a strong home field advantage. The kind Middletown Tractor has provided for over 70 years. We'll help you set up your ground game with quality John Deere equipment. Equipment that helps you win in the fields and everywhere else. Plus, our parts and service department can keep you running strong. Let Middletown Tractor be your hometown advantage with 0% financing for 84 months on all 1-Series tractors. Stop in today and make your main factor Middletown Tractor.
Check us out at MiddletownTractor.com.
At Pickup City, you can buy factory parts correct for your vehicle at a fraction of the cost of new. When you walk into Pickup City, knowledgeable parts professionals can provide you with factory takeoff parts for most makes and models of foreign and domestic vehicles at a fraction of the cost of the factory dealership. Inventory arrives daily, and remember, Pickup City offers free delivery to repair facilities. Family owned and operated and dedicated to saving you money for 20 years. Smart do-it-yourselfers and repair shops go to Pickup City, quarter mile off I-79 on Middletown Road.
All right, we are back here live in Philip Barbour. The injured player has been taken off the field. He is being assisted, but he is able to get off the field under his own power, and that is Keaton McDermott, who's a junior here at Philip Barbour. And Brent has seen some fisticuffs in the stands. Well, WWE. Punching is illegal in WWE. All right, so now after that injury timeout, the result of the last play was a first down for the Colts, 1st and 10. Philippi leading this game, Philip Barbour by a point. And it's a late outlet pass to Deshaun Webster, and boom, East Fairmont says, Nick Odell puts him down. Loss of 2. Good tackle there by Nick Odell. Waited for the catch to be made. He couldn't really block it, so he waits for it and then corrals the runner. Doesn't let him do a move to get away from the tackle.
That was nice form tackle by Nick Odell.
Loss of 3 on the completed pass. 2nd down and 13. There's the snap, the handoff to Deshaun Webster, and not much up the middle.
That was Floyd.
Oh, okay, Floyd again getting it. Ethan Floyd. So gain of 1. Yeah, gain of 1. 35-yard line is the marker. 3rd down and 12. Clock under 4:30 now to go in the game. Bees need to get it back. We're down by 1, 21-20 late in this game.
All right, we got 4:15 in the running clock here. Philip Barbour is going to take their time getting their plays in.
Yep, they're going to take as much clock. They really should have been doing this since they got the possession. They should have been calling 2 and 3 plays ahead and then using the play clock to just kind of mingle, get down to about 5 seconds, and then address the football. Now, it'll be a timeout to Philip Barbour. 3:59 to go in the game, 21-20. The Colts lead the Bees. Back in a moment.
Well, since my tooth's been hurting, I found a new place to go. They saw me in 24 hours. It's Wilson Martino. Wilson Martino, baby. Wilson Martino. You know they made me want to smile. Yeah. Wilson Martino, baby. Wilson Martino. They'll give you that $1 million smile.
Wilson Martino Dental Offices. We're the We Cater to Coward guys. Elvis not included.
Copper House Grill, located just off 133 Kingmont Road, Fairmont, is the place to be. Enjoy the outdoor deck and patio. Watch your favorite sports team while enjoying an ice-cold beverage and one of the many the Copper House Grill, 1155 Airport Road, and online at copperhousegrillwv.com. Full-service catering and private banquet space is available for all occasions.
Out of the Philip Barbour timeout. 3rd down and 12 to convert from the middle of the field. Snap is high, pulled down by the quarterback. Given to Deshaun Webster. Webster still on his feet, trying to get the first down. Now he does across midfield. We can't tackle him. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. That's a 17-yard run, and Philip Barbour gets a first down.
That right there, again, I'll say it again, that's why you keep your feet moving with contact. He kept his feet moving. We were trying to strip the ball instead of getting a tackle, and that's what happens. You get that 17-yard gain.
You can almost feel that play coming as they used Floyd a couple of times, and now it's 3rd and 12, and they go to their gun.
21 carries, 138 yards.
Out of the gun, design quarterback keeper for Humphreys. Humphreys comes along the right side and gets shoved out of bounds around the 43 at the gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 here for the Colts. Clock turning at 3:10 to go. The Bees are down by a point at 21-20. We've each gotten 3 touchdowns. A missed extra point for East Fairmont, the difference in this game. But if we can't stop this Philip Barbour march, that extra point's not going to matter.
I'm surprised East Fairmont's not taking a timeout, with 2:50 to go. Philip Barbour's just milking that clock.
Now Philip Barbour addresses the ball, lining up well behind the neutral zone to avoid those penalties. Hands the ball off to Deshaun Webster, and he gets a first down up the middle of the field. Now, the spot might not, let's see, they're going to call it where his knee hit, so this is going to be close at the 39-yard line. Yep, it is not going to be a first down. Apparently his knee went down, and then his effort went forward, so a break for the Bees, back to the 39, 3rd down and inches. Clock at 2 minutes to go. And we have timeouts that we're not using. Out of the gun. There's the snap again. It is Webster. Webster off right tackle. Webster breaks free. Webster gets his block, falls into the end zone. Like I said, if we can't stop him, the next extra point's not going to matter as Deshaun Webster goes in from 39 yards. And a Philippi touchdown will nail the coffin here with 1:43 to go. As it is now 27-20 with an extra point coming up. Keep in mind, 2-point conversions. So technically, we do not have to score twice. We don't have to have 2 drives in the final 100 seconds of the game. Extra point coming up from Lena Grassi. The kick is low. That's good. I mean, that's good that it's low. It's a miss. So that means it is a true 1-touchdown game. Philip Barbour, 27. East Fairmont, 20. Here we go. 1:43 to make our dreams come true. I feel like I haven't told Santa everything I wanted for Christmas yet.
So, Bill, question for you.
Yes, we're going to hang on to it here. What's up?
You got 1:43 left. Say East Fairmont goes down and scores. Do you kick the extra point to send it to overtime, or do you go for 2 for the win? Well, that's something we got to start thinking about here. You send it to OT, or do you go for 2 for the win? Knowing the playoff spot's on the line tonight.
Well, there's an old saying that you play for a tie on the road and a win at home. There's also an old saying that you play for a win on the road and a tie at home. I'm going to reserve that and answer it this way. It depends on what's brought you to the end zone. If passing has brought you to the end zone, then you go for 2. If running has brought you to the end zone, which I don't think is going to happen, I don't think we have enough time. So I'm going to go all in. Let's say we play to win. We go for 2.
We play to win the game.
Play to win the game in regulation.
So we got all 3 timeouts left?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
All right. And it's going to be a short kick that's grabbed in midair by Nick Odell at the 32. Here comes Nick down the line. Flag in.
That's going to come back. We will block in the back.
And they're going to say he stepped out at the 41, and we do have laundry on the field. Clock stopped, 1:37 to go. The nails have been bitten off.
Our nerves are about gone. It's been a good ball. It's been a fun game.
Too many penalties.
Yeah, that was the 16th accepted penalty of the game.
And that'll be 15 yards from the point of the foul, which will bring this puppy all the way back to the B37, make that 38-yard line. So 1st and 10 for East Fairmont with 1:37 to work with. We're down by 7.
So the Colts have 10 penalties for 80 yards. We have 6 for 80. Same yardage, 4 left.
There's the snap out of the gun. Ian throws toward the sideline. It's caught for positive yardage. Out on the flat, Avery Brown. Then he gets out of bounds. Good job by Avery getting out, stopping the clock. That's why that was essential. He knew that there was too much traffic in front of him to get significant yardage after he caught the ball and spun. He said, I'm just getting out of bounds.
No gain.
Going to call it a no-gain play, 2nd down and 10. Now we go near side to Hoyt Michael, and Michael does get positive yardage and out of bounds. He'll get up to the 48 for a gain of 8. So knocking on midfield here, 3rd down and 1. So a 9-yard gain, actually. We need to get to the 49. We're on the 48. Downs are important. We don't want to give the ball back. We don't have the time. 1:18 to go. We're down by 1. Design keeper for Ian Crookshanks pushing forward. He'll get up to midfield. That is a 1st down. Needed 1. He got 2. 1st and goal at the 50. Bees and hurry up now. There's the snap. Looking to throw near side. Bounces off the rug. Incomplete. Stops the clock at 1:07 to go. Ball again is at the 50-yard line. The Bees are down by 7. Hoyt Michael, the receiver here on the near side. Avery Brown on the right side. We have a couple short wings on the far side as well. There's the snap. Crookshanks rolling to his right, throwing it low, and incomplete. Bounces into the arms of the receiver, but it did bounce. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 1:02 to go. 3rd down and 10 for East Fairmont. Need to move the chains. We're in 4-down territory, both in field position and clock management. We've only had to use 1 of our timeouts. 2 to remain. We've been able to get the ball out of bounds and been throwing incompletions. And now we'll have a whistle. Timeout. See who calls this.
Philip Barbour.
Philip Barbour calls time. 1:02 to go. We'll be back right after this.
The East Fairmont High Foundation is your school's nonprofit organization that provides student scholarships, teacher enhancements, and more. Founded in 1991, the foundation has raised over $1 million in support of students and teachers. Now, the foundation is supporting the East Fairmont Stadium project. A new football stadium on campus will help all of Marion County by making the East attendance area attractive for growth. Visit East Fairmont Stadium Project on Facebook for information. This message is sponsored by McCutcheon Heating and Cooling.
My toothache's back and I'm gonna be in trouble. Called Wilson Martino and they saw me on the double. Oh, there's no need to worry. Yeah, they'll see you in a hurry. Wilson Martino will take care of you too. Wait and see.
Wilson Martino Dental. 2 girls not included.
All right, out of the timeout called by Philip Barbour. The Bees are at the 50-yard line, down by 7 with 1:02 to go. Third down and 10 to Crookshanks, rolling out of the pocket toward the far side. Throws that way, incomplete. Another low pass, bouncing off the rug in front of the receiver. So now, fourth down at the 50, 55 seconds. And the whistle will signify an East Fairmont timeout. We'll be back after this.
At a time when state and local governments are collecting more and more of our tax dollars, West Virginia families are struggling. Inflation and big government spending programs just make matters worse. But this November, there's hope. Voting yes on Amendment 2 means more options for the state to cut our taxes. If you don't vote yes on Amendment 2, then the card tax is here to stay forever. The state has a plan to reduce our taxes, and the plan keeps our schools fully funded. Don't be fooled by the local politicians who say they need to keep your card tax money. It's time for West Virginians to unite together and say we want all our taxes cut. A yes vote on Amendment 2 is your voice to tell the politicians. Eliminate the card tax. Vote yes on Amendment 2. Paid for by Make West Virginia First.
Out of the timeout, 55 seconds to go. Fourth down, Bees. Probably last play of the game if we don't convert. Fading back, Crookshanks throws the screen, caught near the marker, and brought down. Looks to me like we ought to get the spot at the 40 and get the first down. 11-yard gain. And they are going to give it to us. We earned it. 11-yard gain, first down, Bees. Now the clock will start on the snap. No, at the set. Clock running, 43 seconds. First and 10 inside the 40. We need a touchdown. Airing it out into the corner. Hoyt Michael can't catch it. Stops the clock at 34 seconds. Second down. And we are inside the 40. Come on, Bees.
We got to give Ian some time to throw the ball. We got to hold the pressure off. That was a nice shot down there, but I kind of feel like go back to Avery again down the sideline. We haven't seen that in a little bit.
Twins here on the near side. Single receiver far side, but there is a wing as the outlet pass. 34 seconds to go. Crookshanks fading back. Throws through the middle. It's tipped around. Falls on the carpet. Incomplete. Third down. 29 seconds to go.
Woof. Ooh, we got away with one there. That linebacker was up in the air to tip that.
Just lucky there was nobody blue with blue jerseys in the area when that ball came down and hit the rug.
Yeah.
Nobody in white jerseys either. That's why it was incomplete. Third down now. 29 seconds. Down by a touchdown. Crookshanks back. Throws to the right. That's complete near the marker. Incomplete. No, they're going to roll. He didn't have control of it when it hit the ground. Got it out to downtown Avery Brown, but Avery could not keep it off the rug. Could not contain it before he went down and hit the rug. So now it's fourth down. Final play of the game for East Fairmont. And we have a timeout. Back in a moment.
Experts recommend home ownership as an important part of financial health. Local homeowners recommend the experience of Fairmont Federal Credit Union's lending team. Our members enjoyed local personalized service from start to finish, and we're ready to help you become a homeowner. Choose from a variety of products at competitive rates and flexible terms. Apply online today at FairmontFCU.com or schedule an appointment by phone 304-363-5320. The homeownership advantage starts at Fairmont Federal Credit Union.
Membership eligibility may apply. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Listen, the word is out. At Premier Body Works, the word in auto body repair is excellent. Premier gives you excellent repair from trained technicians. One customer review said the repair was finished quickly and the work was excellent. There's that word again, excellent. For excellent service on all your insurance claims, trust Premier Body Works in Monumental just past Barrettville. The word is out. Excellent. Premier Body Works, with over 30 years of excellent service to the community.
Coming into this game, it was two teams in the same conference, 3 wins, 2 losses apiece, tied for 13 in the state ratings. And now it is down to this, 23 seconds to play. 4th down. We can get a first down and stop the clock. We have the timeout if we need it. Trips on the far side, single receiver near us. There's the snap in the middle of the field. Crookshanks fading back, unlaunches it, and it's caught at the 6-yard line. We had to wait for the designation. It's a catch. Alex Colt kept his foot in bounds, and it is a catch on the far sideline with 15 seconds to go. It's 1st and goal inside the 10. Ball's at the 6. What a play. Crookshanks into the far corner to Alex Colt. We got to keep it here. We can't chance not being back in time. We don't know how rushed the timeout will be. If you're Philip Barbour, you're going to rush the timeout, try to get East Fairmont back on your heels. So we'll keep it here. Commercials will come. We love our advertisers. We can't do this without you. All right, buddy.
Odell Beckham catch right there.
Yeah.
One-handed grab. What a grab.
What a great football move out there by Alex Culp.
15 seconds. 1 timeout left for the Bees. I think Phil Barber's got 1, 2. So we each got 1 timeout left. If I'm East Fairmont here, you got down there with passing. Either you're going to see a quarterback sneak or it's going to go to Dom, or I'd run a fade route to either Hoyt or to Barcelona.
Yeah, at this point, after we pick up all that yardage now and get down to the 7, is you've got that short field to work with. So you can release the ball faster. You don't have to wait as long. The drawback to that is that you don't have to wait as long, and it takes time to get your man empty. Now, we do have Philip Barbour coming out of the timeout first. East Fairmont realizes that. We're set to go. More of a danger to do that quick return if you're on offense. And so we're okay here. We come out 15 seconds to play in this game with a timeout if we need it. If we get out of bounds or it's incomplete, we don't. That'll stop the clock as well as that final timeout will. Referees all getting set, making sure among themselves they're on the same page. Again, 15 seconds to go. East Fairmont down 27-20, and the Bees driving here at the Philip Barbour 7. Long snap count, movement around. Crookshanks just turns his head. Plenty of time in the play clock, down to 11 seconds. There's the snap. Crookshanks on the keeper, tries to push forward, gets down to the 4, and that should get the timeout. Shane comes out on the Shane Eckel, our head coach, comes out toward the officials screaming timeout, which is how you handle it. Make sure he knows you call time. So now it's down to 8 seconds to go. Ball is on the 4-yard line. And so we either have to get a touchdown. It's only second down. We have to get a touchdown or get the ball as an incomplete pass or throw it out of bounds. If you can stop the clock, a play takes, at this point of the field, 4 to 5 seconds.
Yes, you got enough for at least 1, maybe
2,
depending on the call.
And so the timeouts are taken up. I don't think either team has any. Maybe Philip Barbour has one more.
I think Philip Barbour still has 1.
And so now the first job here is to get 6, and then we make a decision on whether we're going to kick 1 or play 2. but we got to get the 6th. 27-20, Philip Barbour. 8 seconds at the 4. Second down. Ball shading toward the far hash mark. Still in the gun all game. Deep set. Throw in the corner. Way overthrows the receiver as that was Hoyt Michael. And we threw that over his head for a reason. We knew Hoyt was covered up. Good job there by Crookshanks. You'll hear celebration here from the home crowd. Yay defense, but Hoyt Michael was covered up. There's no way you can throw to him and not get an interception. So you throw it way over their heads, and that'll stop the clock and give you one more play. So now 5 seconds to play. It's third down. We actually could maybe get 2 more plays. Third down with 5 seconds.
That play took 3 seconds. And he was quick with it, too.
There's the snap, fading back, looking to throw to Michael. Overthrew, clock stopped at 1 second. Actually underthrew to the side. These are not bad play calls here, but no, they're not. We're getting our extra looks. If we can catch the ball, if we can get open, but you got to get rid of the football fast or you're not going to have enough time. This is it. 1 second to go. 4th down. Either way you look at the down or the clock, this is the last play of the game. We got spread out trips on the near side. There's the snap. Crookshanks rolling toward us. Crookshanks throwing and touchdown. Caught. Touchdown, Bees. So the Bees have now got this game within 1. No time left on the clock. Ian Crookshanks either collapsed in happiness. I didn't see it. Did he get hit hard?
Mm-hmm. He got blasted hard.
Crookshanks gets hit hard on the release.
Gets back up.
Yep. And he'll hold on the extra point. We're going to go to tie it looks like. Or are we? Got to remember, we missed an extra point earlier, which is why we are down by 1 at this point of the game. We are going to kick the tie with Connor Tingler, who is almost always impeccably true. So now Tingler to kick the extra point to tie this up and go to overtime. What a game. Snap, place, kick is good, barely good over the crossbar. We are tied at the end of regulation. We'll go to overtime. At the end of regulation, it is Philip Barbour 27 and East Fairmont 27. We'll be back. Hang on.
For the best food in town, take a trip to the good old days at DJ's 50s and 60s Diner right off the Kingmont exit near Fairmont. Everything at DJ's is homemade and delicious. Breakfast served all day, lunch and dinner specials, and dozens of menu choices. Try the best hot roast beef sandwich you've ever had, or a burger and fries, hoagies, and lots more. Leave room for the homemade desserts and old-fashioned floats, shakes, sundaes, and banana splits. DJ's 50s and 60s Diner, Airport Road, East Fairmont.
At Mon Health, you are the primary focus. From allergies, chronic pains, and immunizations to sports physicals and wellness visits, our team is here for you every step of the way. Even for those "oh no" and "uh-oh" moments. We've got you covered with no-wait emergency care and same-day appointments. Visit monhealth.com/primary care to schedule with us today. Choose Mon Health. Feel the difference.
All right, here we go into overtime with the ball, or with the score knotted up at 27-27. I don't think we mentioned yet that Morgantown has handed West Fairmont their 3rd loss of the year, as Fairmont Senior doesn't get on the board and loses to AAA Morgantown at Pony Lewis Field, 14-0. It was the first time in 12 years that the former NCAC opponents played each other, that the Polar Bears just could not get it done against Morgantown, who had a lot of rough years recently. and have now put things back together on a winning way. And a powerhouse in AAA football.
Those were the good old days there.
North Marion leading big in their game with Elkins last report. And so, let's see if we can get another Marion County win. North Marion will most likely win that game if it's not done yet. And let's see if we can get another one. There's not too many times on a Friday night where the two winning teams in Marion County do not involve Fairmont Senior.
We'll take that.
Yeah, that's a good little notch on the belt. So the ball will be placed at the 25-yard line.
Now, let you know, everybody gets a chance to score.
Yep, everybody gets a chance to score. It's not sudden death. And you get, I think you can get a first down, right? Ball at the 25, got a first down in 10 yards. And the explanation from the officials is going to the coaches and to the players, and we'll have a handshake, coin toss at midfield. Only one player comes out for the overtime coin toss. Coming out for Philip Barbour is Ethan Floyd. And
Alex Cole.
Yeah, Alex Cole. He gets dirty, and I can't. At 0 becomes a 9, becomes an 8. That is Alex Culp coming out.
5 catches, 126 yards for Alex today.
Yeah, and I talk to Coach Shane every Thursday. We have a conversation right as school was getting out, and Alex was mentioned by name. It was like, he always expects everybody to do their best, and he hates when I ask him, but I ask him every week, so he's used to it. Who do you need to step up? Tell me 2 or 3 players. Let's not put the weight on one boy's shoulders. Let's spread it out. And Alex was mentioned yesterday. He said he's been really playing well and needed Alex Culp to have a good game, and he is having a good game. Now, before we went into the break, the report we were trying to get was on the physical well-being of Ian Cruikshanks, our quarterback, who took a pretty significant clean hit and was slow getting up. He did walk off of his own accord. And did you find out anything, Buzz, from...
Nope.
All right.
They were asking, and they couldn't get an answer, and I had to come back on, get on the air, so I couldn't hear what they said.
And so now we are getting an indication from
East on the toss.
The referee that East won the... No, I think Philippi won the... Philip Barbour... I apologize to our Philip Barbour fans who I know are listening on the Internet. I've been calling your team Philippi all night, but no disrespect is meant. Philip Barbour, I believe...
We get the ball first.
Okay, we're going to get the ball first. It looked to me like the indication was which way you wanted to go, because you both only go one direction.
Yeah.
So we are going to move right to left. So we will be moving the ball toward the scoreboard, if you're familiar with the football field. So we are going to move right to left. Both teams will go toward the same goal. And I believe I was right. It is the 20, not the 25.
Okay. Sorry.
Well, it's not your fault.
I thought it was the 25.
You got information from somewhere else. Ball's put on the 20, and we will be able to get a first down at the 10. But as soon as you lose possession of the ball, the other team will then get a chance. So East Fairmont going first. And all of a sudden, we have a whistle. What is occurring? And we'll try to find out why we're getting a whistle. Looking over toward the Philip Barbour line and saying something, the umpire is. Well, he wants time on the game clock for some reason. And they're still waiting for that. They got 3 minutes on the game clock. Not really sure why.
Does he get 3 minutes to score?
I'm not sure, buddy. Not sure. There's the snap to Crookshanks. He fades back, throws it into the end zone. Caught and touchdown. East Fairmont on the first play of overtime. It's Alex Culp as he catches it, and there you go. We got 6. Now the score in the first overtime is 33-27. I think the clock bugs is used for first overtime, second overtime, that kind of stuff. So in the first overtime, 33-27, East Fairmont, and now Connor Tingler will come out to kick the extra point.
Well, the Bees didn't waste their time there, did they, Bill?
No, sir. We knew what we wanted. There's the snap. There's the kick. It is up. It is good. So 2:55 left in the first overtime, 34-27, East Fairmont. Now, Philip Barbour will get the ball on the 20, and they will also have their possession chance to get into the end zone. We'll be back in a moment.
Simple. A word not often used to describe the home buying process. But at First Exchange Bank, we make financing your new home simple. Whether you're buying your first home, a second home, or want to build a new house, we have a mortgage that's right for you. And our friendly and knowledgeable team of mortgage lenders will be with you every step of the way. Contact your local First Exchange Bank office or apply online at firstexchangebank.com for a mortgage today. First Exchange Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 579178.
At Pickup City, you can buy factory parts correct for your vehicle at a fraction of the cost of new. When you walk into Pickup City, knowledgeable parts professionals can provide you with factory takeoff parts for most makes and models of foreign and domestic vehicles at a fraction of the cost of the factory dealership. Inventory arrives daily, and remember, Pickup City offers free delivery to repair facilities. Family owned and operated and dedicated to saving you money for 20 years. Smart do-it-yourselfers and repair shops go to Pickup City, quarter mile off I-79 on Middletown Road.
Well, a quick timeout between their possession and our possession, and they have executed a play, hands the ball off, Philip Barbour does, to Keyshawn Webster. Webster runs the right side, knocked out of bounds at the 15 as we're in overtime. Gain of 5, second down and 5. Again, the Bees score a touchdown, and so now an answer has to be made by Philip Barbour or the Bees win. Trying to go up left tackle this time, and that is with the quarterback keeps it. Caden Humphreys. Humphreys only gets a yard up to the 14-yard line, third down and 4. Bees are late getting set, trying to move stuff around defensively. Pitch to Deshaun Webster. He's at the 10. He's at the 5. He's got the first down, and now it's inside the 4. So first and goal for Philip Barbour in overtime at the 4-yard line. Overtime clock in the first overtime turning at 2:06. 34-27. East Fairmont leading in this game. We have not led until overtime throughout the night tonight. Timeout. Philip Barbour will hold on to it here. Fans are Steeler fan, and you're just gaga over Kenny Pickett. Remember that your football station, 94 Rock 94.3, is the only place to get Steeler football on radio in the entire radio market. We'll be on the air at 11 a.m. with Steelers Today. 2 hours of pregame information. And leading up to the 1 o'clock start, Kenny Pickett has been named the starting quarterback by Coach Mike Tomlin, and a new era could be beginning. Ben Roethlisberger, Hall of Fame career. Absolutely. Kenny Pickett, new game, new career, new era of football. I like it. Everything exclusive in our home on 94 Rock.
I'm looking forward to it. I know they put him in the game last week. Got a few, had a couple rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
But now he's had a full week to prepare.
All right, going to be fun on Sunday. Here we go out of the timeout. It's first and goal at the 4. Handoff to Deshaun Webster, and he's brought down for little, if any. No gain, still at the 4-yard line. I just got the YouTube ratings in from Google Beck. Not bad. We want to thank everybody watching YouTube tonight and listening to our radio call. If you ever aren't near a YouTube video stream, you can always listen to our traditional 94.3 FM broadcast. Here we go. First down. Handoff again to the running back who gets in. I want to say that was Keyshawn Webster. It is. Keyshawn Webster on the carry. And so now it's back to a 1-point game. All right, Bubs. Here you go. What does Philip Barbour do? Now, remember, they're kicking nowhere near as strong as East Fairmont's.
If I'm for a Barbour, I'm going for the win.
So Philip Barbour looking over at their coach. What are we doing, Coach?
He's calling a timeout.
He's going to have to call a timeout, get everybody on the same page. And so timeout goes to Philip Barbour with no time left on the overtime clock. It ran out during the play. 34-33. Report in from Apple Country, Musselman. I think you took it off there. Musselman defeating Hedgesville 62-13. It's a nice score for the Applemen. Are they the Applemen or the Apples now? Someone asked me that the other day. I thought maybe they changed.
I'm going with the Applemen.
I'm sick of people changing stuff. Old and cranky. Leave it alone. North Marion still leading Elkins 37-0. Fairmont Senior lost to Morgantown tonight 14-0. Nicholas County blasting Braxton 51-0. That's the final score.
51-0?
51-0. Lincoln wins over RCB 31-20. Berkeley Springs ahead of Liberty. Our team next week 3-0.
That's a barn burner in the bill.
Yeah. So we got Liberty next week, homecoming, then on the road, Berkeley Springs. All right. What do you say here, brother?
We're going for it.
You're going for 2. This play is the game. We're ahead by 1. They're going for 2. There's the handoff, and they are down at the 1. East Fairmont wins this game in overtime. First lead of the game for East Fairmont comes in the OT. We win this game 34-33, and the playoff dream stays alive. A great fourth quarter plus OT effort by your East Fairmont Bees turned this game around. This game was in Philip Barbour's back pocket. We were kind of here in the booth consigned to a quiet drive home, but instead we're going to be stopping off. We're going to be having some Coca-Cola and some medium rare burgers, maybe some hot wings. East Fairmont in OT gets the win. The Bees 34, Philip Barbour 33. Post-game report on the way next.
Are you in the market for a new home but not sure where to start? At Middletown Homes, we'll help you build the highest quality custom-built home of your dreams. Building homes for over 35 years, Middletown Homes can offer an affordable turnkey building experience and an in-house service team who will get the job done right. With over 40 model homes on display and the ability to customize a home that fits your needs, we make the process simple. You provide the land and we can handle the rest. Come see us in Fairmont, Morgantown, Buchanan, or New Martinsville, or online at MiddletownHomesWV.com.
At a time when state and local governments are collecting more and more of our tax dollars, West Virginia families are struggling. Inflation and big government spending programs just make matters worse. But this November, there's hope. Voting yes on Amendment 2 means more options for the state to cut our taxes. If you don't vote yes on Amendment 2, then the card tax is here to stay forever.